Hey everyone, Scott Wistrick. I want to welcome you to my Metalworks lead guitar session today. Okay, let's break that down. That's the solo segment we're going to look at, and if you notice, it's really bluesy. And so, you know, even us metal guys got to remember that metal and rock and all these styles have their roots in blues, and it's fun to take these kind of licks and intermix them with kind of classically styled riffs or just regular metal type riffs. So anyway, this is in the key of E, and I begin this part of this the lead with a trill that I actually harmonize, but this is the actual melody of it. So I'm high E, I'm at 7 on up to 12, and then we move to the B string, and it's going to be 8, 12. If you notice here, so far we've got E minor arpeggio, and this will finish it out. And then we're moving on the G string to the 9th and 12th. So these are all the notes in E minor arpeggio, in an E minor chord. And then I round it out here on the D string, again from 9 to 12. From there, I run up and do a double stop at the 14th fret and the 12th on the B and the G strings. So F. Now's where we do kind of that real kind of classic bluesy run down the neck. And what I'm doing is I'm beginning it on the 7th fret on the G and the high E. So what I'm doing is I'm sliding on the G, I pick 7, slide it up to 9, and then I bring in the 9 on the high E, so we get that. So we get that really cool blues. And the effect I wanted was a single string slide into this, and then if you're watching my right hand, you can see it's kind of how I'm actually picking that out. Then it goes to then we're going to go 6 on the G, 5 on the high E. And I slide that a full step down to 4 and 3. So let's kind of put just this this little bluesy section together, and this is how it'll sound. Now we're gonna round it out here with a hammer-on. I'm hammering on the G. I'm going from a minor to a major third on G with a high E on it. And you can watch my right hand and see how I'm. And And then what I do is I slide from the second after I do it, so I'm going to play it slow. Now what that is, I'm doing that hammer-on from the open G to fret 1, and then coming in with the high E. Very classic blues lick again. And then I immediately pick the second fret on the G, slide it up to 4, pick up 3, which this gives us kind of a E dominant 7th double stop. So I slide from 2 to 4, pick up 3, back to 2 on G, pull off open, round it off on that second fret on the D string, which is an E. So let's just play that little segment. Alright, so far let's play this out. Then I come to the 12th position and a double stop on the G and the B. Now that's a classic bend I like to use a lot. I'm actually coming in on the major 6 and sliding it up to, or bending it up to the dominant, or to the D, which is the flatted 7th. And it gives that really cool effect that I like to use. Very kind of classic moves that I use in blues, just I don't know, it just kind of fits what I do. Alright, now just to kind of throw in where it goes right after that, this is kind of a cool lick. I like using this one. And all I'm doing there is on the B string, it's 12, 15, go down to 11, 12, 15. Then I come out, I do a little run here. That's just a combination of Dorian and blues. There's E blues, and here's those 2 notes I borrow from Dorian. So actually that's got kind of a really cool it's kind of fun. It's really easy to play too when you're up to speed. I'm really not warmed up to be doing this yet, and I highly recommend that you know, I need to practice what I preach here, is before you start really tearing into things and really playing fast, is take time to warm up your wrist. And I just sat down with the guitar now to do this, and this is just really slow stuff. But what I do for warm-ups is I'll just sit and play it maybe 5 or 10 times slow, and then just gradually begin to speed it up. But anyway, that's part of this lesson now, and I hope you enjoyed it. It's a little more blues than it is the metal, but you know, I really recommend that you incorporate these in your playing. They sound so cool, and I've heard so many great guitarists out there, metal, blues, and rock, that really do a lot of this. And so that's kind of where I got it from, and it's just kind of stuck with me. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next lesson. It'll be a little heavier next time.